playing.
We spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go have no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Fish came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold a million records. Yeah, used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. 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 You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog so the day that you finally pop off, you'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I'll give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends.
It's week 5 of the National Football League, and we've got the Giants' veteran running back. He was steady for them on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Giants and the Packers, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the New York Giants and the Green Bay Packers. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And CD, you look at the Packers in this matchup, and they know that they are in for a fight here.
And anytime you're dealing with the #1 defense in the league, all through your preparation, you know that yards are going to be tough to come by. But working in their favor, they can run the football. One of the top 5 teams in the league in that category. So I expect this one to be a tight, hard-hitting affair, and both teams playing to their strengths.
Quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And they'll be led out by the 7th overall pick back in 2018 from Wyoming, Josh Allen.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well. Won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Here's the second-year man from Clemson, Travis Etienne. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The numbers on the ground for Etienne last week. 8 carries, 96 yards, and a touchdown.
He's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try and find some people open downfield.
Flushed out right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior. and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Allen now looks to throw. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Well, this defense for the Giants, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. Leading them out, Trey Lance, now in his 2nd season out of North Dakota State.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here's Lance to throw it. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. The first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Here we go now on 1st and goal. And they'll run with Etienne. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Ryan Succop for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. This one fielded at the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The numbers on the ground for Foreman in last week's contest. 21 carries, 5 yards past 100, and a touchdown.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Lance. That's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. call that a very strong gain of 24.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. To throw, it's Lance. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So this matchup, the second of 3 games in London this year. Vikings and Saints were here last week. And then the Broncos and Jags, they'll be at Wembley at the end of the month. Plus this year, remember, a 4th European game, our first one ever in Munich, Germany. That'll be the Bucs and the Seahawks, November 13th. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down. The Giants had 2 and 2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 12 more yards there and another first down. Let's go. Again, it's Foreman. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it 2nd and 7. Ready. Lance looking to throw it. This is caught, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Josh Palmer, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from evening this one up. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Josh Palmer. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers drop, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult now. To me, it's a lot like baseball, all right? When guys, when they first hit the league, whether it's a pitcher or a hitter, and they go through the league the first time and they're hot, they go, wow, what a phenom. Then they get tape on him, they get scouting reports, they start to do different things. Let's see if he's going to adapt and expand his game in order to keep up that tempo production.
That's a good call because he's a known entity. See how they defend him going forward. They find some open field here. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. 68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And now they'll throw with Allen. Throw left side, complete to McLeod. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. To throw, it's Allen. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Rondale Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Packers have taken the lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes the score 14-7. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Lance sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
On 2nd and 10, Lance. Throw caught there by Osborne. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Second catch for him today, and they'll wind up a 1st down. They'll run with Foreman. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Slot man moves right. Now on 2nd and 13. Lance. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
A nice jump play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Blitz on the extra defender, doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. A carry for Foreman, and he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll run for it. This is Foreman. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. But we kind of looked at each other. They run again with Foreman. Down to about the 37.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Lance. Open man is Osborne. He's got it. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 18. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lance over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now Lance again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now Lance. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Rakiusin. And the Packers are going to... here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not. Did not get back there. It's a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now.
Free kick out of bounds.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Automatic first down.
A final shot before half for Lance. On the move to his left. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down. Up the middle they go. Foreman, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Here's Foreman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Now Foreman. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Foreman. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe they'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff up the middle. Foreman, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 29, Lance. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
Illegal touching. Offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. From the gun, it's Lance. He finds Pierce. It's complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Lance now on 1st down. Complete to Deontay Foreman at running back. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete right side to Kmet. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
Let's go.
And they'll go for it. Lance. That's to his running back, complete. He's going to be stopped shy of the end zone. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
On second down, ETN once more. Good strength, but not able to get a whole lot. Tackled shy of the 10. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. They'll run with ETN. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. And the tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Foreman, and he'll get this down only to about the 46. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. The Giants on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Lance now to throw. Left side, he finds Pierce. And he will have the Giants 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Up the middle they go. Foreman. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Lance. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. This is Foreman, draw play, and he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him, 2nd down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Here's Lance. Open man is Palmer. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now Lance. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Lance looking to throw. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. Lance back to throw. And now it's incomplete. So they can't convert for 2, but they still have the lead as we get toward the end of the 4th.
Well, I think it's easy to figure out why they went for 2 there, right? You want to make sure you're guarding against a field goal beating you.
Yeah, but with this little time on the clock, they just need to worry about protecting on the kickoff.
That's the big one. And with the kickoff coming up, I wouldn't squib it. I would kick it deep, but not so deep that the return guy can get it. I won't make someone else handle the football. Yeah, put some height on and take some time down.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And it's incomplete, but there is still 2 seconds left in this ball game, so they'll have one final shot. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Gets this to Moore, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Giants, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back.